All right. Go get a drink and go get these 2 cars so I can do all this stuff. That's gross, you guys. It's just gross. I need my keys because I just remembered all my FPV cars are in my car, not on the floor where they usually are. The stream is starting soon. Don't harpoon yourself to a tree. Oh God, we got some fun projects today. If I can make it down the stairs without falling and killing myself, you don't want that to happen. Cause you're an old motherfucker and that just how be easy sometimes. Do I need the... I do. God damn it. I need the radio. Let's wind it. Oh. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? There's a lot of guys out there getting their kicks, having fun with RC. Let's talk together. Walk together, do some cool shit, and we'll see. It looks like I'm on every platform. Cool. There's nobody. Uh-oh. What is this warning? We have a warning. Oh no, that's just my microphone. It's working. Test, test. Yeah, my mic's working. Oh, there's one viewers. There's one viewers viewing. You guys, we have so much stuff to get to today. I haven't streamed in a couple of days. Not in a couple of days, guys. And I'm really sorry. I had some dad stuff to do, you know how that goes. My ex-wife may say that I didn't do all the things I was supposed to do. She might be right. But I did the best I could. And that's all I can do, you know? Oh, geez. All right, before we get too crazy, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to Oh, there goes my viewer. Oh, sad. Where's my phone? Check on the air. See if my shit is working. Friday. Streaming. Yeah, I know. What? Hey, there's Maxwell. Checking my delay. All right. Hey, there's Maxwell. Checking my delay. All right. You guys, it is a mess, my friend. Things are a mess. I got some parts in. I got the proper clutch system for my Mugen. I also got a couple of things that are cool. Just want to start the show. Say rest in peace, Chuck Norris. Jeez. So that's when you know. Getting up there. You're getting up there. All the people that you really enjoyed start bucket kicking. But, Chuck was a stand-up dude. Real stand-up dude. Hey. Nice. I am mounting a wing on this freaking body. I've had this body sitting here since the last time I streamed, which was like a week and a half ago. And I printed out some, you can see them here, the little thingies to put on here. It's going to go on like that. It's a little high. So I don't know if I'm going to try to cut it down. I don't know. I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to mount it and call it a day. Yeah, and I got to figure out, I need my, what's that thing called? I want to call it a protractor, but it's not a protractor. Calipers, my digital calipers. I do not know where they are. Toilet paper. It's always good to have. When I had a cold, I used it. I love blowing my nose with toilet paper. It's fantastic. King of Kings, Yeah, I know. I gotta find my calipers. I don't know what the heck I did with them. And beyond that, I have I got the GPS. I got 2 GPSs, one for each of my FPV cars. I'm going to put those in. I got a couple more receivers because you need a different level receiver for the GPS. So I had to get a couple more receivers, a couple of GPSs. I got these from Get FPV. Yeah, they came reasonably quickly. So I should have telemetry on the screen, I think. I don't know how that works, but hopefully it works. Let's see. Where am I at now? I need to... I don't know how I get the telemetry to my goggles, though. Interesting. Anyways, let's get this thing attached. I may just eyeball it, which is a terrible idea. I got a new set of turnbuckle wrenches. All the way up to 6 mil. Powerfulness. Put those in here. Winging it. But I think I got to go get my other set of calipers because I don't see the other ones up here. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. No, I don't. Sucks. Don't know what those other calipers are. Calipers. All right. So these are... Clean these off. Make sure they are zeroed out. Let's see, they are probably a resting 40 millimeters. 40 millimeters apart, and from front to back, they are 14 millimeters apart. Okay, what did I say, 30 millimeters? 40 millimeters? 40 millimeters. And if I'm going to put them dead center. Okay, so what did I say those? $15 millimeters. Okay. Let's start with 40 millimeters. All right, here we go. Stand up. Even though my knees are killing me. I think last stream I got the bullet connectors connected bullet for the battery and everything. I'm just gonna put this on here so it doesn't move as much. Okay, what did I say? Was it 40 millimeters? I think it was 40. Yeah, 40 millimeters. So let's zero that out. Give me 40 millimeters. Evenly spaced. There we go. All right, first two holes going in. Ooh, too big. All right. That, it's even enough. All right, so that's the front two, and then the other two are going to be 15 millimeters behind that. Did I say 50? That's that ADHD kicking up, man. Kicking up hard. Hard in the face. 15 millimeters. Let's see, roughly. A little pokey there. 10 millimeters from there. Give a little pokey there. There we go. J-Tron. That's supposed to be the upper edge of it. I'm just going to call it the way. You guys know when that Grogu movie's supposed to come out? Oh my god. You're making holes in something and they're just too big and you know they're too big. And you're like, I wish... you had more time. All right, so now I gotta put this guy on here. I think what I'm gonna use is a couple of self-tapping flathead screws. I can find a bunch of them that match. Ooh, that's good, I like that one. I want that one. Sassy. I want that one, sassy. Sass man. Ow. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of these that match. Yeah, we're running in Rockville on Saturday. I put the thing up on the Facebook group, the RCUA one. Hopefully, not Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, my kid's got a basketball game or a baseball game, so I can't do it on that day. I kind of want to use self-tapping. What up, Bob? I may go out later Saturday and test out my my FPV equipment and live stream it because I got a way to live stream my video from the car. Should be pretty dope. And depending on, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be realistic and say that I can't run Saturday. I just can't. My son's got a game, and it's just my son made varsity. He made varsity baseball as a freshman, and it's his first official game. And I have to go. I have to go. I will not miss it. I will not miss it. But after this, you know, I may not even do it. I mean, maybe I'll just wait till next. So the problem is this weekend is my weekend without my kids, but my son's got a game, so I got to go to this game on Saturday. But every other weekend from this weekend forward, we're going to be running on Saturday. So not this coming, no, not the following Saturday, but the Saturday after that. God, I lost my back scratcher, guys, and it's like driving me nuts. So yeah, maybe I'll cancel Sundays, and we'll move it to next Saturday. I mean, if I can go set up on Saturday morning, and just call it a practice day and then come back after my kid's game. That might work. So I don't know. We'll see. I know it's like freaking Friday and like. But yeah, I'm working on it. If not this weekend, everything should work out well weekend after next. I mean, I could run Saturday. I really could, because I could take all the stuff. If somebody could meet me out there, I can get the stuff out there, drop my trailer off, get everything unpacked. So my son's game isn't until 2, so I could get everything organized and set up, start the practice and the race day, and then leave it to somebody else to run the rest of the day if I can go to my kid's game at 2. You know? But I usually don't like squishing things in like that in a day. I like when I go out, I like to go out and race all day. You know what I mean? And not have to break the day up like that. I don't like doing that. What was I doing? Oh, I got to put this thing on. All right, I got 4 screws here. I need the screwdriver. Of course I don't. You know, I put the microphone on right this time, guys. I did that. Yeah. All right. Put these on here so I can say that this car's done. It isn't, because I need to tighten the diffs in this car. I need to tighten the front belt, up the tension on the front belt, because it's too floppy. It's going to end up rubbing against the chassis or something else. It's going to end up breaking it. We don't want that to happen. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am not. That's the front, that's the back. Cat, get the hell off my computer. I got a fat cat sitting on the machine. He's a big fat guy. What are you doing, big fat guy? It's a he. This is Soren Kierkegaard. He's a big fatty. He's a big fatty McFatty. He's a short hair that sheds like a long hair. It's crazy. Soren Kierkegaard was a man. Anyways, let me get back to this real quick. I was almost there, guys. It's almost there. Had the thing in the thing with the thing in my hand with the thing. About to put the thing in the thing, and then bam, cat. The girl is a tuxedo. That's the tuxedo cat. And I do not know where she is. She is probably upstairs, chilling. Like it, the villain. She likes it up there. Downstairs is the realm of the boys. I had some cleaning people come to my house the other day, and it freaks them out. One of my cats got stuck in the ceiling between a thing. I had to punch a hole in my ceiling to get the cat out. This is awesome. Good times. Good times to be had by all. Dun, dun, dun. And that is why you hear that screw fall. I pulled out an extra 3 screws so that if I knock some on the floor, I don't have to go look for them. Well, they get scared. They get vacuumed up and stuff. I don't care. I don't care. They get vacuumed up and stuff, dog. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to race, I can set up Sunday. A lot of people can't set up Sunday because they have to work and stuff like that. Can't race Sunday, but I can race Sunday. I wanted to at least pull all the stuff out, make sure everything still works, get a nice race day going. We usually race on Saturdays, though. It just, I couldn't do it this Saturday. If you go to the RCUA page on Facebook, the what's it called? The Evite or Invite, whatever the hell the thing is called, is on there. Please, if you plan on coming on Sunday, please click the going. Okay, even if you're thinking of going, you're not sure you're gonna make it, just click going. Just click going. Because I think I'm going to have to institute a rule that if I don't get more than 5 people to hit going, I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. You know, this first one I figured I'd do it for free because, you know, we're all itching to race. Look at that, guys. The wing is appliqué. Appliqué la wing. It's looking good too. Test. About Nitro TTO2. Oh, is that freaking? Is that Mike F? Or is that Jonathan? TTO2. Because the HPI Nitro. One more electric 1.7. Oh my God, you guys. I gotta cut my what are those things called? Oh, dang it. I think I may have made a mistake. I think I might have made a terrible mistake. Horrible, terrible, wrongful mistake. Because now I put the what are they called? The freaking things are underneath the wing. Maybe I'll cut. I guess I'm going to do that. I just need to cut the post down. I should be able to reach under there and put the thing on. Okay, yeah. And of course I have to get up again, guys. Because I don't have the snips up here. They're over there. I just used them earlier today. What up, Mike? I'll need me snips, brubs. There they are. All right. Start with 2. Go down 1, 2. 1, 2. Cool. Cool. I can go down 1 more. Is it resting on the... Yeah. Yeah, it should be pretty good. I mean, look, I want to say that I've dialed it in. I haven't done anything. It's set and it had enough grip to be a good asphalt car. So I'm gonna call it. It's pretty much dead straight. Like there's no rear toe. There's just a teeny bit. There you go. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. I think that is actually gonna work, you guys. And call this project Diggity Done. Kirkland. Nice. It does look. It does. Yours is over there, I think. Yeah. On my other nitro car. This is a 110 scale. All right. So with that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these off. 1 more peg down. 1 more peg down. I think we are good to go, you guys. Let's put some freaking body clips in there. Call it a day. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a different kind of. See if I have any tabs left in here. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! You got 4 body clip tabs. I think all my nitro cars are pretty dialed. I think the settings out of the box for the Hobauer is pretty good. I may add a little bit more toe out in the front because I think I'm running like insane amounts of caster, so it should be smooth into the corner. But if I want to make it a little more violent, I'm gonna have to add some toe to the front, just a little bit quicker. Come on, there we go. But when I took it out to test it, it was great. It ran great. I think I got a little bit of footage of it. And I posted it to Instagram, I believe. Mike, does your what was I going to say? I got that thing running. It was great. I blew a belt. That's an X-ray. And then I'm assuming your car probably has a regular clutch on it, like a clutch that has like these kind of things on it, like a regular, but they're smaller for a 110 scale. Now, mine has this kind of clutch, like a I don't know what you would call this, like a pro clutch. It's got 3 shoes that go in the back, and then a shoe that goes in the front, and there's the 3 shoes open. They pushed it. It's dumb. It's dumb. Every time I look at it, I get really super pissed. I'm like, why? Yeah. Well, no. So this one and the Mugen, this one, they don't work with regular clutch shoes. I'll show you because I have to put that on there anyways. Let me put these 2 things on, and we'll get back to that. Jesus. You know, sometimes you just want it to go on there. You know? Yeah. You're thinking of your GT car though, because the 110 scale touring car and the GP cars have a different kind of clutch system. It's overly complicated and infuriating, but it's supposed to be good, you know? I think that the motors, like the race motors, there's a Nova Rossi in there. They rev so high that the clutch system, the 3-shoe clutch or the 4-shoe clutch system isn't sufficient for RPMs that high. This is, I guess, I don't know. Because if I could, you know, I would switch. I would switch that stupid freaking thing out so quick. There we go. Yeah, I mean, in my buggy and in my GT car, I do the same thing. I have the two metal and two whatever that is, not plastics, a Delrin or something like that. I got the 4-shoe, but I think he's talking about his. Oh no, he's got a Reds motor in his GT. It's got a 3-leaf or whatever I'm gonna call it, 3-shoe. All right, so let's get this guy up and out of the way. Pretty much done. Just got to go test it. That's going to be our speed run car with the freaking Losi stickers on the outside of it. But everything looks pretty good, you know? Everything's mounted well. Looks pretty sturdy. Proud of me. All right. Put some of this stuff away. Because we got GPSs we got to install. But before we do any of that, we're gonna do the clutch, and I'll be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. This, which is gonna suck because I have to. Because I have to take this off. I take the motor out to take this clutch thing off because this is a 4-shoe clutch, and it only takes the lightweight clutch shoes, and they don't sell them anymore, and all of this business. It was such a pain in the butt. But I got the HD version of the clutch system that's got a 3-shoe, and I got all the parts to put on there. And you'll see once I go to put it on there how different it is. I may have to watch a couple of videos because shit is complicated. All right, I suppose I should take the motor off now. That's the easiest way to do that. See, there's still fuel in there. Trying to decide if taking it off the top is easier. If it has those stupid slides, yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. It goes straight in. All right. I'll just take it off from the top. Disconnect this. Disconnect the pipe. The old Works B5. I had a Works B5. I love that motor. What am I doing? I am moving the motor. That's what I was doing. I'm not going to do it from the bottom. I'm going to take these 4 screws off the top, pop that thing off of there, and we should be able to get, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that off of there without, do I have a puller is the question. I don't know if I have a clutch for you guys. Yeah, dude, I hate it too. And these are like the most frustrating clutches in the world. They're not like the easy ones with the 4 shoes. Like you can buy I'm using a Losi clutch because you can buy them fully built. And if you really want to tune them, you can take the springs out and stuff, but it's already fine. So I got to get this clutch bell off, which is going to be an exercise in patience. I think if I have a clutch puller. Do I have a clutch puller, guys? I don't know. I hope so. You guys like my hair? Shit's fucking crazy. Shit's crazy, yo. Shit crazy, yo. I gotta grab the clutch puller. It's over here somewhere. Nope. The smallest one I have. Yikers. Yikers. Remain up in Rikers. That's the smallest one I got. All right, let's get the motor out. Yeah, I mean, I don't work on clutches. I simply replace them. I mean, the Losi ones aren't bad because they have the pin system. You know, you could unscrew the pins to get the clutch shoes off, and I think that's great. But like especially your Reg clutch probably has the same thing. But like a just regular open kind of like box stock kind of clutch where you got to freaking get the springs and you get the stupid thing to put the Yeah, I don't play. I just throw that shit in the trash and get myself a Losi one because Losi ones are not like ridiculously expensive, you know, and they work pretty good. I think you can get a full blown Losi clutch for like $40 with 2 aluminum shoes and 2 what are those, Delrin or whatever that's called, carbon things. Should be pretty good. All right, so I'm freaking. I need to figure this out. Oh, Lordy. Am I going to be able to get this off without taking it off the car? Get out of here. There's no way. No way. No way. What is the best way to stop a wheel from moving? Just here we go. This is ill-advised. Here we go. Don't do this. Whatever you do, don't do. I would do anything for RC, but I won't do that. Dude, that was on there. We were in there like the proverbial polos. There we go. Now I just have to figure out a way to get something wedged. Oh, there we go. The thing is, I'm not trying to save this clutch for anything. I will just wedge this in here. Oh, goodness. Loose is this way. There it goes. Holy crap, you guys. No way. No way. Oh my God, I might be... I was really angry before, and I'm not so angry anymore because it looks like I'm going to get this clutch off without, like, having a freaking conniption fit. The only problem is trying to get that off of there without a puller is going to be pretty much impossible. Nice. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get this off here. I got the nut off, which is awesome. And this goes in there. This goes on top of here. This goes on the other side somehow. I don't know. Put stuff back in here so I don't lose it. I don't know what that is. That's the screw in front. So there's all this other stuff that has to happen because the way the clutch works, I can't even explain it. Like, if you don't space the pressure bell, if you don't gap it properly, you could over rev and the shoes will like literally come out, of the thing. 109, damn. Oh, you're in Arizona. Surprise, surprise. It was not going to get any cooler in Arizona. Global warming, whatever you want to call it, man. Temperature hold the Earth's heating up. It's heating up. You can say it's his fault, that fault. It doesn't matter. Arizona's going to be like unlivable. You like, yeah, it's not going to be good. Y'all might want to get a bub out of there, man. Well, you know what? I'm going to shut the fuck up because I have no idea. Because it could be that we figure out some great solar thing where the higher the UV penetration, the more energy we can produce. Who knows? Who freaking knows? You know? I know I need to get this clutch off here. I know that. And it's not going to come off on its own. It would be really awesome if it did, though. And then I need to pull it to get it off. Right? That seems right, right? 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 95 mid March. Yeah. Yeah. It's 109. Yeah, man. God knows, it's just gonna be, maybe that is why kids don't like going outside anymore. We used to go outside all the time, but it wasn't like 125 degrees outside. You know what I'm saying? It was normal. It wasn't super hot. You can spray yourself with the hose, you'd be all right. Fuckers are going outside, it's like 109. Just become different creatures, Just gonna become different creatures. All gonna have to become different creatures, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna take that off. Wait a minute. There's a way. I saw a video somewhere on somebody getting a clutch off. Let's go find it on the YouTubes. Where is my watch later? Your videos? Nope, that ain't it. Playlists. Oop. Because I have this thing. Where's the watch later list? I don't YouTube good, apparently. I thought I was like a pro, but yeah. Yeah, it's freaking gone. I'll just have to search for it. Nitro clutch removal. Man. There was like some guy did this thing where he he put a thing on there and he tapped it with the thing, it's a tink, and the freaking thing came off. Man, this is gonna bother me. I know I'll just take the motor off because there's a way. See, if you put this on here, No, that wasn't it. There was a way. Dang it. I don't remember how to do it. Horseshoe clutch. Where is it at? No tool. I don't see it, you guys. Dang it. Oh, pedal gear. All right, whatever. I'm just gonna take it out and do it the right way. How's about that? Just looking around the internet for shortcuts. Just do it right. Why don't you just do it right, and you don't have to worry about it. Right? Right. Woo. It's a little worrying when you go to take your nitro, the motor screws out, and they just like slip out. Whoop. Come right out of there, no problem. So dang, now were they screwed in all the way to begin with? I don't know. I don't know. Rossi Power, yeah, hell yeah. This is like a Novarossi Mephisto. It screams. Uh-oh. All right, fine. I don't know if I showed you guys the footage, but when it did work, it was great. It was great. It was great. All right, I need that guy. Pop this off here. Okay. Now let's get the spring puller, which I do not know that is. Yep, not that one. There we go. I'm going to replace that. That spring has seen better days. Ooh, it's looking rough. Come on. got washers, some of them don't got washers. I feel like I should take this time to clean out the inside of that thing, but I'm not gonna. That's what I feel like. Let's go top down real quick. I feel like I don't have enough light. Yeah, is it bright enough for you guys? All right, so to get this off, I have a clutch puller for something much, much larger, but you know, whatever, should work. Clutch pulling power. Oopsie. That's the mark. Who loves clutch pullers? Anybody? I fucking hate them. There we go. Now we get this guy. What is that? That is a 10 probably? Nope. That looks like this is a 17. It's probably a 13. Oh, you know what I do have? 5 wrenches. Good old Temu wrenches. Look. I don't be hating on Temu. This Temu set of work kit, whatever these things are, I think it was like $5, $10, something. Oh God. Yep. And that is how he got fired. 12. Yep, there you go. Okay. Put this guy on that guy. Like so. Get all these little stupid things. There we go. There it goes. Just like that. Clutch has been removed. All right, so now we get all the new clutch parts, and I'm gonna have to watch a freaking video to do this because it's freaking complicated. All right, here's the new clutch parts here. Let's see, does it come with a pressure thingy thing? It does not. All right, so that's what I told you, use the one that's on there, I guess. Okay. Here is the new clutch thing. The one that came off of there is this fork shoe clutch. And I'm hoping that this will go on without issue. It's much lighter. This one's much lighter than this. This one's heavier. So let's get that. That's going to go on there. And then we need yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. All the funs will be had right now. I love keeping my workspace clear, you know, so I have lots of space to work on things. That's a lie. I don't like doing that. I don't. So the clutch piece is on there. I gotta get the, where's the freaking knife? Kniff. All right. Scissors will work just as good. Okay, you know what I need is a container. work. Clutch parts in there. Got a new spring. Look at all that cool guy stuff. All right, so this part right here is going to go on here. Now, I have made the mistake before of not doing this right, and I'm going to do it right this time. I need big boy pliers. Put these on there, and then we get our 10 mil, and we get it on there, and we crank it down with great fury. And oh, mommy, I got scared. I did. My hand slipped. I was like, up. Oh, that's it. It's all broken. Everything's broken. That's on there. Okay, I'm going to call that on there and not make my knuckles bleed trying to go any harder than that. Okay, so now we get that. We got these things, which I do believe go on here. Like so. Yeah, this is where I need an instruction booklet of some sort, because I think I'm already doing it wrong. Yep. So this piece and this piece. So basically, that goes on there. I think that's how that works. I am so confused. I need to watch a video, you guys, because there's a lot of parts here. Now, I do know that when I took the other one off, that it was just this part. And the way that this works, this goes on, yeah, that goes on there. And that's going to go on top. I don't remember if this goes on first. Yeah. It's video time, everybody, because I don't know what I'm doing. Because basically the way it works is this, there's a pressure plate, and these things go under this thing like this. Like so, and these pushing against it pushes this plate forward, which catches the freaking thing on the bing blang and the ding dang on the ding jang. But I don't know if I need to put something behind this, or like on here or something. And I don't see any springs. I know that this spring goes on there somehow like that. I think this goes on like that. Oh, okay, okay. All right, I think I see it. I think this goes down here. That goes on top of there. This goes on top of there. And that's the spring that pushes the thing with the thing. All right, video time. Nitro GP clutch assembly.
Hey guys, I want to show you how I build and adjust my Serpent 989 clutch. The clutch on 1/8 scale racing is super critical not only for lap time but also fuel economy. Check out the videos at the end where I show you what the clutch should sound like, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Cheers. So to build and adjust your Serpent 989 clutch, you're going to need a set of clutch tools or vernier calipers. I like to use the ones from Precise Autosports. Some Loctite, Autosol or metal polish, a clutch nut adjusting tool, 2.5mm Allen wrench, a flywheel holding tool, 10mm socket or universal glow plug wrench, and some high quality bearing grease. Also some brake cleaner. Okay, so we've got our max power here that we're going to clutch up. Step 1 is to install the flywheel. With your clutch nut, make sure that's all nice and tight. Pretty self-explanatory, that one. Step 2, we're going to throw our flyweights on. I use a left-hand hole. This gives you a smoother feeling clutch. I prefer the feel to the right hole, but again, like all clutch settings, it's personal preference. So just make sure all your flyweights are nice and free. Step 2, we're going to put our pressure plate assembly with our clutch shoe and spring retainer on. One thing to just make sure is that your shoe is sitting square against the pressure plate and that everything moves freely. From here, we're just going to clean up our metal component, personal preference. So just make sure all your flyweights are nice and free. Step 2, we're going to put our pressure plate assembly with our clutch shoe and spring retainer on. One thing to...
Clutch shoe and spring retainer. I think that goes on there, and the spring retainer is that other thing, this thing. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. I'm probably going to screw this up.
Settings, it's personal preference. So just make sure all your flyweights are nice and free. Step 2, we're going to put our pressure plate assembly with our clutch shoe and spring retainer on. One thing to just make sure is that your shoe is sitting square against the pressure plate and that everything moves freely. From here, we're just going to clean up our metal components, bit of brake clean on a rag, and we're just going to wipe the thread of the clutch nut, make sure it's free from any grease or oil. And we're going to do the same thing with our adjust nut on the thread here to make sure our Loctite does what it's meant to do and stop that spring from coming loose in any sort of qualities or finals. So we've got our extra hard spring here, which is the standard spring with its clutch. Give it a bit of a push with your pliers before you install it, just to crush it. We're going to throw that straight over onto the spring retainer. We're then going to grab some Loctite and put it just on the thread. Make sure is that your shoe is sitting square against the pressure plate and that everything moves freely. From here, we're just going to clean up our metal components, bit of brake clean on a rag, and we're just going to wipe the thread of the clutch nut, make sure it's free from any grease or oil. And we're going to do the same thing with our adjust nut on the thread here to make sure our Loctite does what it's meant to do and stop that spring from coming loose in any sort of qualities or finals. So we've got our extra hard spring here, which is the standard spring with its clutch. Give it a bit of a push with your pliers before you install it, just to crush it. We're going to throw that straight over onto the spring retainer. We're then going to grab some Loctite and put it just on the thread of our adjusting nut.
Okay, I think I got it, guys.
Straight over.
Okay. Okay, so you put these things on there. That little piece, the other second piece. Here, let me show you. This little thing right here drops down in there. And that's going to be your spring perch. Right? Spring's going to go on top of there. And then you lower the sucker down onto here. Get all lined up. That goes back down there. And then you put your spring on. And then, oh wait, I'm supposed to crush this real quick. Where is that other set of pliers I just used? Where are the big boy pliers? There they are. So we'll put these in there. Give it a crush. All right. That drops onto there. And then this part goes on top of here. Now, it's going to be interesting pushing that down on there. So I have a tool, this thing, and I think you push that on top of there, and you give it a pushy, sassy push like that. There we go. She's on. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put Loctite on there. But I think I got it. Look at that. That went on really quick. So, yes, you have to have enough pressure on this nut and on that spring so that when you hit the throttle, those little clutch shoes don't just break their way out of that space. Basically, it pushes the clutch that way. It's really weird. But I'm going to go ahead and take this off real quick. And I'm going to put a little Loctite on here. On these threads. I think I have some brake cleaner somewhere. He said brake cleaner and Windex, right? That's what he said. Brake cleaner and Windex. Windex is a great substitute for brake cleaner. Is that what he said? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. All right. Now, where is my blue Loctite? That is the better question. Where's the old blue Locky? No. Pretty sure I grabbed another thing, blue Loctite, and brought it up here. I'm pretty sure I did. Don't quote me, boy. Because I ain't said nothing. Take Lear of the Puffin. I don't know what I did with the blue Loctite. I got red for show, but I'm not putting red on there. What did I do with that other Loctite? You know, last I checked, I had both things of Loctite up here. Granted, the last time I checked was long, long ago. Where is the Loctite? Oh, that's awesome. Loctite. Loctite. I don't see the Loctite, you guys. What up, Wraith? I'm looking for my blue Loctite. Always looking for something. Have I lost my mind? Maybe I lost my mind. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to get that same kind of Loctite the guy had in the video. Like the thick kind. There's the freaking brake cleaner. Now I have to go find the Loctite. Pardon me. One moment, please. You know, I don't know where my wife is. She's supposed to be bringing some food. She's like, I'm going to leave in 10 minutes. It takes you 20 minutes to get home. That was an hour and a half ago. Loctite, Loctite. Where did you go? Nice. Found it. All right. It goes on top there. That goes on top of there. Nice. All right. Now we need fucking cleaning service come down here. You ever like, you know what? I just want to take all this shit, throw in the garbage. But you don't, because you know you can't do that. Clutch bell, which then goes on there. It's levels, man, levelizations. that's not doing anything. Cool. Well, yeah, it's making no difference at all. Okay, so I guess what I have to do now is I have to put shims on here. Yeah, there's shims. Shim shim cherie. That's a lot of shims. All right. Let's go with, start with 3 shims on there. Oh, all right, those are the wrong ones. I think those go on the other side. These smaller ones. White, blue, and yellow ones. Yeah, 1. 2. 3. And then we put the end ball back on. Not enough. All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
Grab a clutch tool and wind that down. Now the kit settings are 1.5 from bottomed out. I don't like to bottom it out. I think it puts too much pressure on the shoe. So just start off with when it starts to get tight. Clutch tool. I use the Precise quick clutch. Just going to zero it there. You can use verniers as well. These tools make it really easy to measure the actual spring tension. So we've got 0.9. Later on in the video, you'll see where I recommend to have the spring setting and what differences it makes. But we're going to set this one at about 1.7. So we're going to wind that down a little bit more. 1.45. You can see how easy these tools are to measure that. 1.65. Let's go a little bit more. And 172. That's going to do us for the moment. So from here we've got our spring set. It's a good idea to undo the spring between race meetings. So obviously at the moment, not too much racing going on. I would highly recommend taking all your clutches apart. That way the spring won't reset and become too short and lose its actual springiness, I suppose you'd call it. So next step, we're going to put our bell on, which I use the aluminium bell. It's a certain option part, reduces rotating mass, engages way better. For this, definitely recommend polishing the inside surface here using Autosol first. It just makes the clutch way more consistent. Make sure you give that a clean as well before you install it. Big thing with clutch building is to make sure that all the parts are free from any debris, grease, oil, anything that's going to induce a slip. If you get this shoe contaminated, don't bother using it. It's just going to create havoc and it's not going to work properly. So always give your shoe a bit of a clean with brake cleaner as well. Alright, so we're going to throw one bearing on just to keep the bell steady. We don't need to grease our thrust bearing yet, but another tip, or it's also in the circuit instructions, is with the thrust bearing, the bigger inner diameter goes towards the engine side.
Oh my.
So So we're going to put our thrust bearing in there. The gap adjustment that I always use is 0.6 mil. So basically, the bell is going to move 0.6 mil from when it hits the shoe to hitting the thrust bearing. So I've got another set of gauges here, again by Precise Autosport. And we're just going to set our gap. We zero the tool here. You can use your verniers again. And then we push the bell against the thrust bearing as far as it will go, and we measure that. So we've got 0.57, which on a new shoe, it's going to go out to 0.6 after that little bit of wear anyways. So the way we adjust this is by adding shims.
Holy God in heaven.
On top of the thrust bearing.
I quit. Hey, what's up, Sidex? I quit. This is dumb. Like this system requires like a ridiculous amount of gauges. Now, what I think the gauge is measuring is the gap between this piece and that top piece. So hopefully I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to friggin' throw it together and adjust on the fly. Hey. No, he did not put any.
And then we push a diameter. The clutch building is to make sure that all the parts are free from any debris, grease, oil, anything that's going to induce a slip. If you get this shoe contaminated, don't bother using it. It's just going to create havoc and it's not going to work properly. So always give your shoe a bit of a clean with brake cleaner as well. Alright, so we're going to throw one bearing on just to keep the bell steady. We don't need to grease our thrust bearing yet, but another tip, or it's also in the Serpent instructions, is with the thrust bearing, the bigger inner diameter goes towards the engine side. So we're going to put our thrust bearing in there. The gap adjustment that I always use is 0.6 mil. So basically, the bell is going to move 0.6 mil from when it hits the shoe to hitting the thrust bearing. So I've got another set of gauges here, again by Precise Autosport. And we're just going to set our gap. We zero the tool here. You can use your verniers again. And then we push the bell against the thrust bearing as far as it will go, and we measure that. So we've got...
I don't have a thrust bearing.
Which on a new shoe, it's going to go out to...
I'm trying to understand the principle of all of this. So without any spacers here, and you put this on here, if you, like, those two pieces are touching each other, they're rubbing, right? And I don't know if that's normal or not normal. So what I was going to do is I was going to put a couple of spacers on there just to see if I can get it to spin free. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if that goes on there, and then there's another piece, this piece right here. This is my thrust bearing piece. This doesn't have a thrust bearing, but well, maybe it does. No, it's got a regular bearing. So this goes on here. Oh, Dookie. That was on there. So anyways. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a 2.5, I thought, which is on here already. We're just gonna slide that on there. All right.
Hey,
Hey,
are you on the thing?
I am on the thing. Do you want me to get out the thing?
No. I got dinner for you.
Ah, see that right there? That is not all the way. I don't know what I'm doing, and let's hope I don't screw this up.
You got anybody watching?
Yeah. Mike Faraby's on here too.
You what?
Mike F's on here. Yeah, that. Yeah, because you only want that to be 0.6. So there's a lot of shims got to go on there. Whole bunch of shims. Now the odd part of this is there's a bearing on there, and I don't know if that bearing is supposed to be on there. I guess it has to be. This is very confusing, you guys. Very confusing. So if this goes on there. What's up, Bob? I'm trying to figure out how to put this clutch together. It looks like it goes on there. But there's no bearing trace. So I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. So we need more shims. Mo shims, mo shims. Well, let's go. There we go with that. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, so we want still too much play. I think I got it. I think I might understand how this works. Now, when this explodes and I bring it out tomorrow, or Saturday or Sunday, whenever that day is that we run, don't be surprised. Don't even just don't be surprised because it's just it shouldn't be anything surprising to anyone. So take this bearing off of here. Give me some more shims. No. The problem I'm seeing is I think there's supposed to be a thrust bearing on here, and that is not a thrust bearing. That is just a regular bearing. And I think I might have to order a thrust bearing, which is upsetting. Yeah, okay. .6 mil, huh? All right, so we're going to take this. This is definitely, all right, so we're going to go zero that. Oh, it doesn't matter because we're going to zero out again. We're going to go down to here. And zero that out. Oh, please, please, man, please. I just need you to be okay. Zero that out. And now we're going to push the thing up and see 0.75. I think that's right. Holy crap, you guys. Hey, Nitro Pimp, look, man, I'm putting together this GP clutch. And this dude had some serious tools. I ain't got them tools. He was not playing around. So what I think I got to do now is I got to put a little Loctite on this screw, and we'll be all done. Yeah, I think with a thrust bearing. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure this is wrong. I'm pretty sure I need to install an actual thrust bearing. Here, let me show you. See, that's a regular bearing on the end of there. And it's supposed to be a thrust bearing, because it's a bunch of balls within a pressure plate, and that pressure plate lets the bell spin freely on the thing, and this, that, and the next thing. And I don't have one. I just don't have one. Cool. I'm just glad I have it. I'm glad you guys think my hair is cool. You know, I think it is. That's me neglecting to go to the freaking barbershop. That's what that is. So now we're going to get big pliers, Matumbo here. And we're going to give that a tighten. And we're going to see if there's still got any sort of wiggle room in there. We do not. Shit. Oh no, there's still just a little bit. So I got to put another shim on there. Or take a shim off. Ooh, that feels good. This is a GP motor. You know, 1/8 scale GP motor. This is a Navarasi. I had to replace the clutch, and I don't have every single little tool that you're supposed to use, but you know, I have the principle of said tools. And I think I need a thrust bearing. Oh god, I think I need a thrust bearing. And yeah, I ain't got one. So I'm going to take 1, 2 of these off here. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, shit. Oh god. That's what I need. I need to screw it on quicker. Okay. So now I'll take this out of here. Put this in here. Grab this like so. Actually, let's test whole bunch. Right, but now I got to tighten this down first. And once I tighten it down, it should not float so much. On there. Again. Oh, there it goes. There you go. There we go. I think that is all right. I'm going to call that all right anyways. It's like a millimeter though. All right, I got to do a measurement again. What do I do with the... Get that on there like that. Zero that out. I'm going to pull this, come on, up like that. And then we're going to do, what are those numbers? 0.51, 50. That should end up about a 6. I'm going to leave it. It's good enough. I don't think you're supposed to say that about GP motors. I don't think you're supposed to be like, oh, it's good enough. That's not how it works. But we are going to allow ourselves, good God almighty. Okay. I have another freaking spring. I just saw it. There it is. Yeah. So let's go ahead and snip this one off. Watch it. This is going to be, I'm going to regret this, but here we go. All right, guys, I'm going to have to take a food break real quick. All right, we're going to take this guy back on this guy. Put that back on that guy. And then we're going to get this guy. We're going to hook him into this side and watch this spring be too long. Oh, no, it's not. It's definitely not. This is how you tear your hands up with a nitro spring. You guys want to see? It'd be great. I wish I had a smaller spring puller, but I don't. Looks pretty good. All right, can't argue with that. Okay, now let's get this motor back down in here. Hopefully I've Loctited all the things that need to be locked hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Now the motor doesn't want to go back in. And that is why you wait till you're all the way done before you put your nitro exhaust on. Because now, later, I can't get this in here. Ah, there it goes. It was waiting to smash my finger. That's what it was doing. It was waiting to get a chance to just come straight down on my fingers. And then once it did, it was like, okay, now that you're bleeding, you're good to go. All right. So now we're going to put fucking thing back on. And we'll use the blue Loctite. Aged to perfection. That's one. You guys can't see this, but there's cat hair on everything. Everything. Una Artertings. All right, so that needs to go in there. A 2.5? That is a 2.5. Get that to go in there first before I strip it out, because that would suck. I really should be using a ball for this, but I'm not, because, you know, sometimes intelligence stutter steps my ass. Like, oh, I'm like, oh shit, let's do some dumb shit and strip some shit out so I get really, really mad later. Really, really mad. Mad. I got these two screws here. I'm assuming those are... They weren't, they will be now. Rum rum. Uh-huh. Shit. Yeah. That's not in straight, but that's okay. Who wants straight screws? Nobody wants that. There's the hole. Come on. There you go. Bob's your uncle. And Bob's your uncle. You're good to go. Fun times. The old Mugen MBX6. I do believe that's 6. And after I'm done doing this, I have to... We're going to mess with some GPS stuff. Get in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was in there. It was great. I remember, like, it was joy. They were singing Joy to the World. Everything was going as planned, you know? Yeah, I should probably be using the... well, maybe not. Good there. Maybe have used red Loctite, you guys, but I didn't, you know. It's in there. And the last screw to tighten. Oh my God, you guys. It's in. It's in. That's it. It's done. Now, I think that's a 50. And I think the issue now is going to be, this one's fine, but this one's not. So there's supposed to be, see if I still have it. It's supposed to be a 49 out of 50 that's on there. So, yeah. What are you crying about? Is that Sardimus? Sardimus Boom Boom, what are you doing? Come on, come here. Where you been? This is a guy that got caught in the ceiling. Sardimus Boom Boom. Oh, wait. Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre. Okay. Now the issue is I have the wrong spur on here. Easy to fix. Easy fix. I got the right spur right here. Where is there? Get this off of here. All right, pop that off of there. Slide that sucker right off of there. Now I'm gonna unscrew this thing. Hey Megan, did you get food? No, I'll be up there in a sec. To get off this thing, guys. All right. So then, this is a 49. So you take that out of there. 50 over there. You put this in like that. Put the damn thing on. Here, I'll show you guys from the left view cam here. Basically, this gear has enough gap, but the other one doesn't. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Anyway, what is this? This is a 46. Do I have a 45? Let's see. I have one for the Hyper VT. Do I have a 45 in here? I do not know. Let us inquire. Habal gears. Inquiring minds want to know what size they are. So we have a unlabeled. That's really, oh wait. That is a 40. Holy crap, is that a 45? I'm gonna think my wife will come down here and look at this because I can't see the this is a 40. That's a 46. Get out of here. This is a 45, I think, you guys. It's written very, almost impossible to read on here. Like, bust out the flashlight. No, I think that says 48. Yeah. That is a 48. And this is a 44. So, no, they will not fit. So that is certainly a 46. If this was a 45, that would be awesome, but it is not that. It is bigger. All right, stick with what we got. I'm going to have to gap the thing. I'll tell you guys right off the rip. These GP cars have got to be the most complicated cars ever. I'm gonna try to get into it. I'm try my best. So, buried entry ceiling. All right. So I may have to put the 50 back on because I think the spacing of these gears is not going to work. Because now there's a little bit of gap there. There's no gap in the back. That's all right. Whatever. The one I took off of there was a 49, so I'm going to put a 49 back on. Let's see. What did I do with... There we go. C clamp on. Holy crap, guys. That car is back together. What I do need to do is adjust my motor a little bit, it looks like, because we are... RDC, real damn close. I mean, it's got a little gap. It's a teeniest gap, but it's a gap. We're going to call it done. All right, where's the wheel? All right, so the motor's back to... No, it's not. So the motor's back together. No, Le Mans is not back together. Snap that onto there. Now it's back together. We put the spring back on. All hoses are connected. Tank still seals. All right, put this fucking contact back on. These tires are so dry. I'm going to have to freaking find some freaking foam tire stuff to put on there. So it's solid axle in the front with a what's it called? A one-way diff in the front. Really nice. Love this thing. But now it's done. clutch is fixed. I'm going to put the top back on it, and I'm going to take a break and go eat with my wife. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. If I do say so myself. And I does. Here we go. Like nothing ever happened. Yay! It's back together. Next up, 2 GPSs, 2 receivers. I'm gonna hop back on later and do that. But right now, I would say I would take a break and hop and come back on, but it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. Hey. All right, guys. I'll probably be back on at 9:30 if I'm back on. If not, I'll be on tomorrow morning. And most of the day trying to get this Radio Master stuff bound up and to get this GPS working. And we're going to get this thing, this Cosmo streamer thing working. So when I take out the FPV cars, I'll be able to stream the entire drive. It's going to be pretty cool. But right now, I'm going to go wash my hands. I'm going to eat with my wife because it's Friday night, you know? It's Friday night. Things are pumping. Feeling right. All right. Deuces, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. 2-hour mark. Good. With 2-hour streams. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So look for me later or go to bed. You know, one of the two. Deuces, you guys. Well, I'm actually, what else? What did we do? We finished that. We finished that. That doesn't need anything, right? Right? The old F1 still running. I have a serpent wheelie bar. I think that's it for right now, guys. I really do. Watch, my freaking stream stopped like a year ago. Yeah, it looks, no, it's still going. All right, guys, that's it. That is it. I don't think I have anything else, but yeah, we're going to get the goggles working with the Cosmo streamer. We're going to get GPS working next stream and installed in the cars so that I can get telemetry to my thing, so I can see the little thing going. It's gonna be cool. All right, deuces, you guys. Have a good night. Have a great Friday.